that I wanted to kind of show you guys on how to really draft your mock trial brief, which is basically fight with your little sister, your little brother, like how you guys are accustomed to having. In this checkpoint, we're actually going to learn how to design an argument that's going to convince other people to agree with your opinion, right? So basically, the first part of an argument is called an argumentative claim. Now, we talked about this when we were drafting our developmental paragraph outline. Remember, we had to make a claim that had to have evidence and back up what we claim to be true. So on the cognitive skill rubric, that grades you guys from yellow and red to, of course, our favorite color of green. This is really developing a strong argument through clear, well-sequenced claims in argumentative writing or speaking. All right. So here's the rubric that I was talking about. We want to be right here. Okay. So the only way that we can do that is if we continue on through this lesson. So let's take a look. So understanding what the rubric is asking of us, right? So claim is a statement of opinion or a statement that asserts a unique idea. Okay, an argumentative claim is a specific debatable opinion on a topic. That means people can agree or disagree with what you have to say. A claim and a thesis are the exact same thing. Say it with me. A claim and a thesis are the what? They're the same thing. Exactly. So if I'm being specific, that means that I'm directly naming an idea exactly to the T, right? If it's debatable, that means people may have different opinions or arguments to make on the same topic, right? So, for example, I can say that Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer of all times, right? That would be specific. If I were debating something, I could say many people throw in their own ideas and names in the hat of who they claim to be the greatest entertainer of all times. Many people argue that it's either Michael Jackson or Chris Brown. This would be my claim. That would be a debatable claim because I have two opposite opinions that I'm making an argument about, right? But my subclaim would be Chris Brown is the greatest entertainer of all time against Michael Jackson because, and then I would list my reason, right? But the subclaim has to be relevant to the actual real claim. That makes sense? I have to make an argument in a claim and have some details to back it up. Alright? So in our argumentative claim rubric, it says claims and subclaims are clearly introduced through writing and organized so that relationships between claims and subclaims are very evident. Alright? That's how you get a 4. Super green. Alright? And when it says organized, that means that it's pretty much like it's clear. You're using your transition words and phrases to organize your thoughts, and we've gone through that a few times, so I know you guys know what I mean. Alright? That's how you get a 5. That means you're stepping it up. That means among the claims and subclaims that's clearly supporting the reader's understanding, you're giving attention to the significance of those claims as well. Alright? Here's how it goes. Your claim supports your reason. Your reason explains your evidence, and it also supports your evidence. Alright? This is how you make a good argument, people. Alright? First is your claim. Second is your subclaims, which is your reasons, of course. Then it's your evidence. Alright? These are examples that prove your claim. All you're doing is making this stronger so that this makes that stronger. Alright? Here's an example I want to go through with you guys. So the prompt is Goldilocks guilty of stealing from the 3 bears? That's the question at hand. The claim is Goldilocks is guilty of stealing from the 3 bears. The reason is that she took things without permission. The evidence is when the bears returned to their home, they were upset and surprised about Goldilocks being in their home, breaking their furniture and eating their food without asking. Alright, so here's a clear example of what an argumentative claim looks like. My question to you is, did it answer the question? Yes, super clearly, right? It reworded the question and our answer, which I've been talking to you guys about restating your thesis, right? And it comes before any reasons or evidence. Like the claim is super strong. Goldilocks, yeah, she did. She's guilty. Alright? And the subclaim. These are the reasons why you think that your claim is right. Alright? The reasons. Try to have 2 or 3 for each claim. Alright? You want to have some backup to support it, right? So it means you need all the reasons in the world to make me believe why your side is the best side. And they have to be clear and obvious to the person that's reading, of course, and using great transition words to reconnect all the reasons. Next is the evidence. How do you know what it is that you know? All right. This is what we call proof. All right. You got to have that. You know, they're saying the proof is in the pudding. I need you to tell me what the proof is so that I'm more apt to believe what you have going on. All right. For every reason, subclaim, you need at least one piece of evidence to support it. All right. The more evidence that you have, the more supported your subclaim is, which makes your argument stronger. All right. And if you can't find any evidence to support your claim, you may need to rethink what you're trying to prove. Because if you don't have anything to back it up, then how am I supposed to believe you? How am I supposed to change sides from what I know to be true or what I think to be true to what you're saying? All right. You got to remember these 3 things while you're writing. The main claim is your central argument. This is the main attraction. All right. Your subclaims are also known as reasons. They support your argument. All right. Then the evidence, of course, is the proof that your argument is correct because your evidence supports your reasons and your reasons make up your main claim. Another example here, which is better for a pet, a dog or a cat? Well, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say my dog, of course, because I love me some Motown. But in this claim, in the example, it says cats are better pets than dogs, right? The subclaims are these 3 things. Cats are easier to take care of. As a dog owner, I probably could agree with that subclaim. They are easy to take care of. What's the next reason? Cats are cheaper and more affordable. As a dog owner, I would have to agree with that one too. They are cheaper and they are more affordable. And the third reason it says, let's go back. The third reason says cats are less stressful and promote stress relief. As a dog owner, I would also have to agree with that one. They are less stressful because they kind of take care of themselves. They don't do too much. They're around the house and they just do what it is that they do, right? So with me being a dog owner, I would say if someone asked me which a better pet, I'd say, of course, a dog. But in this, the person that made the claim that cats are better pets than dogs, I have to say that their subclaims, which is also their reasons, they gave me some really great reasons. They're easier to take care of, they're cheaper and more affordable, and they're less stressful and promote stress relief. So now it's time for you to put it to work, okay? Your practice is going to be with your main character, okay? Who's the main character that you selected, all right? And do you think that they're guilty or not guilty? All right. If you were their lawyer, how would you convince the jury that they are innocent? All right. This is the task at hand, and this is what you're going to have to complete. All right. Remember that your outline is, literally the exact same thing as what we did for our paragraph. Super easy, super simple. You're going to start by saying, hey, step 1, introduce yourself. Imagine that you're actually addressing the judge and the jury, and you're going to use appropriate language. You're going to start off by addressing the people in the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my name is Miss Washington. All right. Then step 2, of course, you're going to introduce the case. You're going to give a brief overview of the case. Who's on trial? What's the crime? What is their claim about their guilt or their innocence? Today, we're on the trial of Ponyboy. And then you're going to go into reasons about what's the crime at hand? What did Ponyboy do? What did they say he did? What do you think they are? Are they innocent or guilty? Okay. Then step 3, of course, you're going to outline your argument. You're going to give me at least 2 reasons, I would say. 2 to 3 reasons as to why you feel like they are guilty or innocent. All right. This is where you're going to state your claim again from step 1. This time you're just giving the reasons why you're making the claim. And as you give the reasons, you're going to also give some evidence, which is some direct or paraphrased quote from the book that we read, The Outsiders. In step 4, you're going to outline the evidence and the witnesses. You're going to briefly describe the witnesses that you plan to call to the stand, as well as major evidence that you plan to present during the trial, right? To claim, to further support your claim, of course, and to give me all the more reason why your client is guilty or innocent. You're going to start that sentence with, I will present to you today evidence that proves that Ponyboy is innocent by this, that, and this. You'll also hear from several key witnesses, such as Dally and Jack. So you'll name all these different witnesses. All right. And then, of course, in your closing, you're going to restate your main argument that you did at the beginning and also that you did in the middle. And be sure to thank the members of the court for their attention. So you're going to say, in conclusion, today, I want to thank, the judge and the juries for your attention to this matter. In me proving that my client, Ponyboy, is innocent. I also would like to thank, so in here, you're wrapping up your closing. All right. And if you need any help with how any of this looks, as far as what does a mock trial actually look like, remember to go and check out some of the videos, What's in a Brief. It's in your resources, of course. And they have 2 really great mock trial presentations. And remember the one that I did for Little Red Riding Hood that I sent you guys in your email. Be sure to check that out too, because that'll also be a really great resource for you guys to knock this out. All right. So what I'm going to do, you will see this outline that we just went over, the brief outline. You'll see it inside of your checkpoint 4. So make sure that you fill it out and we can get going, because guess what? Your trial brief outline, just like how we did with checkpoints 2 and 3, it's the same for checkpoints 4 and 7. You're going to take each of those sentences that you do within the outline, and that's going to be your mock trial brief draft if you haven't completed it. Super easy, right? Well, that wraps it up for us with checkpoints 4 and 7. Look forward to seeing you guys.